Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Bike Mike's Garage. Well, as you can see, I've got my 2022 Amigo Rocky up on the table. It needs a little bit of maintenance. This is the bike that I keep on the back of my RV when Mama Warner and I travel around and visit subscribers, our thirsty turtle. And this bike has probably been, I'm not really sure, 12 to 15 different states. Now, I haven't ridden in each and every one of those states, maybe 8 to 10 of them I've actually ridden the bike, but it usually sits on the back of the RV, thus it gets super dirty, and I've never cleaned it. I let MarciJuneBug use this bike in the spring ride just a month ago in April of 2025, and of course she broke it. You can't trust Marcy with anything. Just teasing, Marcy. Love you. No, she did have an issue. We were probably, I don't remember where we were at in the ride, but we were stopped at a fuel stop or something, and she said, hey, the speedometer is no longer working on it. And I'm like, okay. I had broken a speedometer cable. The original speedometer cable broke shortly after I got the bike, so I replaced the cable. And then at some point, I took out the crappy little speedometer that comes stock on these, and like the Ice Bear Champions that it just fluctuates all over the place. It's not very accurate. So I put a better Trail Buddy unit in it, which is fairly accurate for the speedometer. And it's weird, the speedometer registers in miles per hour while the odometer registers in kilometers. Not really sure how that works, but that's for another day. But Marcy told me, hey, the speedometer quit working. So I'm like, I assumed, well, we've broken a cable again. So I got online a couple days after the spring ride and reached out to Trail Buddy and said, hey, I need a speedometer cable. And they happen to have these on sale. It was only like $6. If you need one, you might check into Trail Buddy. Now, these speedometer cables are different from the standard stock Honda CT70 cables in that it has the square end on both ends, where the traditional Honda CT70 has the fork end that goes in the speedometer gear down on the hub. So thinking that I had a broke speedometer cable, I ordered a new one. So then a couple days ago, I put this bike up on the table and was going to replace that. Didn't really have any intentions of filming it. I just thought, well, you guys know how to replace a speedometer cable. So I took the cable loose and the end was on it. And I'm like, okay, well, it must have broke up on the speedometer end. Well, I can't pull the inner cable out of the sheath. So I'm like, well, no, that's not broke. And if I spin this cable, well, sure enough, the speedometer works. But if you put the cable into the little gear mechanism down here and spin the wheel, you get nothing. So something is up with the unit that's here on the tire. So I went to Amazon, and sure enough, on Amazon for like $13, you can buy a brand new pit bike speedometer gear, and it comes with a brand new cable. Like I said, that was like $13. I'll put a link in the description. I'm not going to use the cable since mine seems to be okay, but what we're after is this unit right here. I'm guessing, I haven't pulled the old one off yet, the original off, but something has gone awry inside there. But we're going to swap it with this one, so I'm going to get you guys set up and let's yank that off of there. Let's see what's going on inside the guts of that thing. Nothing too special here. This is a 17 millimeter nut. Oh, don't fall off the table though. I need to get different leverage here. That dude's tight. All right, there we go. 17 millimeter nut, but the bolt head is a 14 millimeter, so you need a 17 and a 14 millimeter wrench. Now, I don't really want to take the tire completely off because I don't want to get into that disc brake. Hopefully this will. We can create enough room to get that off. There we go. Let's take this thing over to the table and pop it open and see if we can see what in the world's going on here. It spins. There must be something wrong with the gear on the inside. So it's all held in with a little snap ring. Got a little snap ring that kind of holds the thing together. Well, there's our issue. Wow, how did it do that? It just chewed all the teeth right off of that worm gear. Let me see if I can get... Look, it just took all the teeth right off of that. And so there's a, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in here or not, which, I gotta look at, okay, yeah, so it's down, it's at the bottom, at the very bottom down here. There's a gear that meshes with this, and obviously these are gone, so it's not spinning that part. So that was what don't know what caused that, what locked that up to, because this part spins as the tire spins. It's the hub has a couple little notches, and this thing spins, and as it spins, it turns that other little worm gear this way, which then spins the cable. Something got it all locked up, and interesting. All right, well, let's throw the new one on. Before we put this on, we're gonna make sure it's good. So I'm gonna take a screwdriver and spin that gear, and we should see the little square spot in the middle here. We should see that spin. I got to get my screwdriver in the right spot. Yeah, there we go. See it? If I can hold it still enough. Yeah, so we're good. All right, let's put this on the bike. Not sure if it's showing up real well, but the hub has 2 notches right here, and you got to make sure that these 2 tabs fit in those notches. Uh-oh, does this not fit on there? Oh no. Oh, it's got the seal is just maybe tight. Huh, maybe I wonder if that's a smaller seal. It does not want to go on there. So what I'm running into, there's a seal right here, and it seems to be I need to do some checking. I may have to pop the one out of the old one and put in here, but it seems like the inner diameter here is different than the diameter there. So give me a second, go back over to the table, look at the old one, and I need to compare this oil seal right here. So on the right over here is the original gear setup, and this is the new one, and it does look like this seal is thicker than this one, which is going to give it a smaller ID. So I'm going to have to see if I can pull this one out and replace it with the one here from the original unit. There's only grease in there. I'm not super concerned. It's not like it's a liquidy oil. So, and quite honestly, if you're looking at the bike, it's such a dirty pig. Do I really even care? But all right, I'm going to try and see if I can swap those out. Well, I've got these popped out. I did have to go into the other part of the shop where I have a bench vise to be able to hold this unit good and tight, and then was just able to take a screwdriver and just really easily just lifted those up out of there. And there is definitely a difference in the inner diameter size. So we're going to take the original one and just pop it down there in place, and now we should be able to go back, and that should fit that hub now. All right, take 2 here. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Now, can I see it turning that? Yes, and as I'm turning it, I'm looking at the center here, and I can see that little spot is, that little square hole is turning. So now we just need to put it back up into place. Now there is, right here is a spot that there is a brake stay, a little nub on the back side. I can't really turn it so you can see it there. On the back side of the fork leg here, there's a little nub that needs to fit in that. And that's what keeps this from rotating with the wheel and breaking the cable and messing it all up again. So I'm gonna come over here and get that. turn it so it gets lined up with that nub. There we go. Put our nut back on. And let's go around and put the cable on. So before I tighten it all down, let's go ahead and make sure it's gonna work properly. Let's put that on. Now, when we spin the wheel, we should see a speedometer, and we do. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Well, so hopefully, as I spin the wheel here, you're gonna see that needle move. I think it is. Oh yeah. Should go back to 0. We're back in business. So I'm gonna tighten this up and get it all snug back together and get it down off the table. Well, there you go, guys. Quick little video for today. So if you have a speedometer that's not working, you want to check it out. First thing I do is pull the cable loose from the gear down on the hub. Make sure that the cable's not broke. Spin that cable. You got to spin it counterclockwise, and that will should get the needle to move. If it doesn't, then you've got an issue between the cable and the speedometer. If it does, when you take the cable loose and you can spin it and the speedometer needle does move, then you probably got an issue down in the hub with the gear, just like I did. And like I said, I'll put links to all this. I'll even put links maybe to the speedometer. I think you can get them at both Trail Buddy and Bart Moto. I'll check that out and put links in the description for... I actually did a video on that speedometer also. I'll try and maybe even find that video and put a link to it in the description. So, but I'll put a just link to the parts that I bought. So, thanks for watching. JuneBug, it's ready to go for our next adventure.